we have for the collective for the summer? Okay. With temperance, this is about balance. I feel like in the beginning for summer, so this could be right now or in a few weeks. Also kind of depends on when you're watching it. So I feel like collectively there's like this reset we might go through with different parts of our lives. Obviously, yeah, this is a collective reading, right? So take this how it resonates with you and your life. For a lot of us, it is emotional. It's within our inner world, although there might be a lot of external factors that cause a lot of chaos inside. We are facing the other side, I just heard. Duality. It's like that yin and yang energy, right? So I feel like this will show up very differently for everyone. I just keep hearing like it's almost like a reset. What you will go through at the beginning of the summer will be a reset to help bring you back to a neutral state. So if things have been going well for you, there might be a bit of chaos. If your life has been chaos, there may be some things that bring you a bit of calm, peace, joy. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the way this angel's holding these cups, right? Like you imagine the 2 cups of water, it's like on one side, it's full. Whatever energy you have been going through, that energy is charged, it's full, and it's time to start pouring and switching it out to the opposite of that, I guess. But yeah, I do think it's definitely more so with our emotions. So you might be facing a lot of, I just heard impatience for some of you, setbacks. I'm also hearing for some of you random, I don't know why I'm hearing like bits of gold or like blessings, miracles, whatever you want to call it. But collectively, we are going through a reset with the summer. And I guess that maybe that makes sense with like the changing of seasons. It's just kind of like a transition period. I feel like that always happens. Oh, I'm also getting another thing that might resonate with you guys. It's kind of like how some people love the summertime and other people don't love the summer. Like if it's warm where you're at, you might love it. Or maybe you love the cold and it's turning warm and that annoys you. See, it affects everyone differently. However, it's a transition, it's a balancing. It's a reset. I'm also getting that some of you also might be getting sick. Maybe some of you watching are sick right now. Allergies, sneezing. Oh my gosh, I have been sneezing so much. It's really annoying. I don't like sneezing. But yeah, that's what I see for the beginning. And now moving into the 7 of coins. I think a lot of us might be kind of impatient that the seeds we have planted, or even some of the plants that we have grown in our metaphorical garden of our lives, we might be impatient that our hard work, our goals, our energy spent is not, the rewards aren't showing up quite yet. I feel like a lot of us are frustrated with that. Like we put a lot of energy and time into something and we're just kind of waiting for the plants to grow. And I see a lot of impatience collectively. However, there is a big message here of please have patience with yourself. Just because we don't see physically with our own eyes the seeds growing underground does not mean the seeds we have planted are not growing. It does not mean your time and energy spent has been wasted. It doesn't mean you've done all this for nothing. You just have to give it time to sprout and to blossom. So for a lot of you, it could be, this is coins, this is pentacles. That talks about the material world, finances, our environment, career, but doesn't have to be. I'm hearing the word promotion. Like maybe some of you have been waiting to be promoted in your career. Maybe you're waiting on a decision to happen, and I almost feel like antsy in my body. Like there's a lot of just like, I'm seeing like pacing, walking back and forth. And I'm also, I am getting the example of like it being summer and it's hot and the heat bothering, and it's just like, it's creating like this frustrated, impatient energy. It's hot, you're uncomfortable, you're waiting for the seeds in your garden to grow, and you're just like, what the heck? I also, some of you might be annoyed by other people. I don't know. I'm seeing these like, I think these are like geese or swans. And I'm seeing these as like other people, almost like messing with your garden, messing with your seeds. And I see you being really bothered. For some of you, maybe that's your coworkers. Maybe that's your family. I don't know. In general, people kind of bothering you. Oh, for some of you, I think it's also the impatience comes from seeing how other people, their plants, metaphorical plants in their life are growing, and you're like, what the heck? Why isn't my garden growing? I work just as hard as them. Why are my plants not showing up? Why are my rewards not showing up? And in my head, I just got a vision of like, yeah, sure, their garden may have sprouted sooner, but imagine like you were growing carrots, right? You know, maybe they have some decent sized carrots, and yours takes a long time, but when it finally sprouts, it's like this giant, giant carrot. I also am hearing a couple phrases in my head, like too many cooks in the kitchen. Don't let other people influence you too much, especially when you're following what feels right to you. There are times when it's good to listen to other people, but just remember those people are not you. They are not you. Follow your gut, okay? Maybe some of you have a lot of people who are always yapping about what you should be doing or do things this way. Do it your way. Do what feels right to you, regardless if it matches what they want or not. But yeah, I think the key here is just having trust and patience, especially in any projects you are working on, or just, I guess, in your life, like anything you are trying to achieve, even just milestones in your life that you are trying to achieve. I'm hearing driving license. Have patience. It's not for nothing. And I think that's one of the biggest messages here that you should take with you into the summer is the seeds you have planted are growing. Everything is moving in motion, even if you don't always see it directly in front of you all the time. Progress is happening. Be patient and have trust in yourself, and that you led yourself here for a reason, and that it wasn't all for nothing. Okay, and now with the Four of Chalices or Four of Cups reversed, we're moving back into our emotions. It's interesting how we start out with like, I mean, I know this is Temperance, but there's cups here. There is a lot of water energy here, right? We're starting from our emotions into more of the physical world, really focused on a lot of things physically, sports, activity, work, right? And I'm seeing towards the end, or I guess this could still be in the middle of summer. I don't know. We're moving back into our emotions. I think there's a warning of, again, it's almost like energy that's carrying from here, right? Like a lot of the work we're doing, oh, that's what it could be, is like you might get a lot of work done this summer or put a lot of energy towards something, and we might not be feeling very satisfied towards the end, or just as summer continues, there's a lot of emotions of feeling not satisfied with the progress and effort. And it's kind of like you finish something, or I'm seeing like a post on the internet or something, like you post it and you just kind of sit there waiting, and the more time that passes, the more you're kind of just sitting there feeling dissatisfied. I think a lot of us are going to be reflecting and learning from this. That might be the hard thing. It's like, for some of us, it's like, that effort wasn't for nothing, but sometimes you know, the results are not exactly how we expected, but that doesn't mean that lesson wasn't valuable. I think you might be learning a lot. Some of you, I'm hearing that is applying to your relationships with coworkers, family, maybe a partner, friends. Okay, I do want to pull some more cards. Let's continue. Let's see what else might come up for us this summer. Okay. Oh wow, they're just gently laying down for us, huh? Okay. I don't usually shuffle on camera, so this is a bit of a struggle. Because I have to, like, really reach over with my desk, so. Hold on. Okay, what last thing we need to know? Okay. What's after this energy, Spirit? We got 2 of Coins reversed. Okay. So, you know, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Coins talks about finding... Oh, that's funny. We were talking about balance. Okay. Wow, that's crazy that they're parallel of each other. So, this is balancing work and life, work and personal things, like your well-being versus like your job. That kind of energy, right? And it being reversed, yeah, you might be... I think something that's important for the collective to know, for you to know this summer, is a lot of us, I think, are using this time to work on projects or just work or whatever this is for you, right? We need to remember to have fun. We need to remember to have some time to enjoy the summer, right? I think a lot of us could be motivated by the season change and by maybe plans, events we have. I heard something about like a VTuber debut for some of you or something in the VTuber, maybe just content creator space, right? Like maybe there's exciting things happening, but remember to come back to yourself and to do things for you. All your energy shouldn't only be spent just on your projects. You should also save some energy, save some time, some fun for yourself and your body and your well-being. Take care of yourself. It's not all about work. And I know, unfortunately, the society we live in pressures us to be machines, but the truth is we're not machines. We are human beings, and we need time to have fun, to have a break, you know? Even if it's small moments, those can make a big impact, especially consistently. So take care of yourself. It's not all just about work. Give yourself permission to rest as well. That's another big thing, is giving yourself that actual permission to turn work mode off. I have a bit of trouble with this, so I feel you. Okay. And then we also have something of chalices. I can't read Roman numerals. I was taught it. But that information didn't stay in my brain and I forget about it. Every time I stream, and I complain about it every stream, but let's see. 7 of Cups. Yeah, be careful where we are directing our focus. You know, there's only so much we can do about what is actually physically happening in our lives. But the things we can control is internal. We can control our thoughts. And our thoughts can influence our emotions. So I think this is another kind of warning of like, just not focusing too much on your past mistakes, or just even current things that may stress you out at this time, or that are stressing you out. Obviously, we all have responsibilities in life that we need to take care of. I think this is, you know, emotionally and in our mind, we might be very indecisive, feeling very scattered. So this is a reminder, again, to come back to ourselves and not put 100% of our focus, or Actually, it's more like, because Seven of Cups energy is more like there's so much happening that you don't even know where to put your focus. So I think this is a reminder to take some time to put your focus on things that make you happy, whether that's your friends, your family, a TV show, an anime, a manga, I don't know, sports, whatever brings you joy. Direct your attention towards that this summer as well. I think it'll help you get through any other chaos that may be surrounding you. So yeah, just be mindful of how much focus you are putting on the negative things in your life. I'm not saying you can't be upset or can't think about them, but it's when we are putting too much, our brain becomes all scattered or whatever, you know. It's good to give it a bit of direction sometimes and come back to ourselves and give ourselves permission to focus on the things we enjoy, on things that provide us comfort. Okay, and this last card, what do we have? This is the Nine of Swords, I believe, in reverse. In reverse. Okay, that's good. So that's funny. We were just talking about that. So this is the anxiety card. I was just talking about brain being scattered. So it being in reverse does tell me, like, again, I think this is more so like a warning. And this is not to scare you. I know I keep saying that. I'm like, oh, be prepared. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Nine of Swords. Reversed, I think this is telling us that some of us, we might kind of fall into what I was saying, focusing way too much on all the chaos in our brains here and there, that it could lead into anxiety. But for some of us, I think this is about learning to avoid this outcome. Yeah, I don't know, maybe a lot of you watching this just be anxious in general. I be one of those people. You know what? I want to pull another card for some advice. What can help us avoid this outcome for the collective? Or I guess it's more so avoid the upright. Like, I feel like some of us will be able to kind of avoid this, again, depending on where you're directing your energy. And by the way, anything I say in the reading, you do not have to do. You have free will. Please do what feels right to you. Don't let this reading, like, scare you either. Okay, what can we do? What's some advice for the collective? Oh, we got the High Priestess. Okay. This is about trust. Trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. This card tells us that though we may not have the exact answers, the exact steps, the exact blueprint, there is good energy surrounding us. There is a good outcome for us. There are things that we cannot know at this moment. I know a lot of people come to tarot for answers, right? Sometimes we're not supposed to know too much. But I think this is just asking them to trust that you will be okay. Trust that we never get a challenge unless we can overcome it. Trust that you have strength. And being strong, sometimes being strong looks like breaking down and crying. That is a type of strength. You are a strong person. You can get through whatever challenges the summer may bring you. And honestly, I feel like there is a lot of joy here. I do see a lot of moments of joy. It's just, it's more about choosing to see it, or to allow that to be shown to us. Trusting. You know, again, going back to like that message of balance, right? Like, yes, there is chaos in the world. There's always chaos. There's always bad things happening. I know looking at the news be rough, right? But there is also so much good, so much positivity. happening at the same time. So sometimes directing our mind, our energy towards that and trusting that it will be okay is all we need. I know for some people that's really hard. Just trust it'll be okay. Like, I know that's, I know some of you are probably like, okay, wow, thanks for the advice, Moon. But I think there will be little things throughout this whole journey this summer. Little moments, little seeds that Spirit's planting for you. Little like nuggets of gold. Oh, hey, didn't I say that earlier? I think they're gonna provide you each step of the way little nuggets of gold, little moments of positivity or of hope. That's a big thing, hope. You just have to keep yourself open to seeking that and finding that. A lot of times it does find us. But if your vision is too focused on this energy, right? You know, all it takes is just allowing yourself to look up and realize, oh, it's sitting right there, right in front of me. For some of you, it might have to do with like pets. I saw a cat, dog, goat. I don't know why I got goat. If one of you has a goat, please let me go. That'd be so cool. Yeah. The High Priestess, this is about like going inward and just trusting your heart, trusting your gut, regardless of how spiritual of a person you are. It's following that feeling of trust inside of you. And I think all of us have moments where we need to face this. And I think we can all kind of tap into this, right? So they're just asking you to trust. Trust yourself. If you are spiritual, trust your guides, whatever your beliefs are. Both the sun and the moon will rise again. I just heard a lot of themes of duality here. So, yeah, you know what? Where I will leave you guys off at is a message I say a lot to my Twitch chat. Everything is in constant cycles. Our emotions, the weather, the seasons. You may not be happy forever, but that also means you're not going to be sad forever. Whatever you are going through, like I said at the beginning, it'll balance itself out. We go through these ups and downs. That has helped me a lot. Getting through some tough things is knowing that it is not a permanent state. Whatever hard, difficult thing you are going through, that is not a permanent state. It's almost impossible to be completely stuck in an emotion or in a circumstance. Everything is constantly going in cycles, going in motion. So let that give you some hope that it won't stay like this forever. You will get through the hard things. That's also why it's good to cherish the good things, because those moments won't last forever either. So cherish and look for the positives, the good in your life, and know that whatever challenges you will face, you are strong enough to get through them. Trust yourself. You got this. If you are interested in a private tarot reading, you can buy one from me over on my Ko-fi. I also just opened up my candle spells as well. So if you'd like me to perform a candle spell for you for whatever you need help with in your life, you can buy that from my Ko-fi as well. I do free tarot live streams both on Twitch and on YouTube every week. Stop by for a free reading. I love you guys. Thank you for being here.